Hey YouTube, it's Logan with TeamFrogman. I'm gonna show you my Gladiator Beast deck profile. Before I get into that, I figured I'd give you a quick tournament report, because I don't like putting them in their own videos. I think it's kind of boring, personally. But I figured somebody's interested in knowing, since other Yu-Gi tubers keep doing it. So I'll fill you in real quick. I played my zombie deck at Hobbytown Friday. I went 5-0, undefeated, first place. Only person that went undefeated that night. We only did top 8. We didn't feel like doing top 4 because it was like 11 by the time it ended. There were 30 something people there. It was fun though. Justin went 4-1, came in second. So that was fun. Oh, Kim went 3-1, but she didn't top, so she didn't go into a 5th round. And Drew went like 0-2, or no, 1-2. He just had a bad night. So yeah, I'll get into the deck profile. We got 2 Laquari. I'm holding them up to avoid the glare. I only run it at 2 because you only need it at 2. They go back into the deck whenever you attack, so it's not like you're ever gonna run out of targets in deck or anything like that, so there's no real reason to run 3, it just clogs. 2 Darius, same reason I don't run 3. They're both really good. Darius lets you special summon 1 from the grave, and Laquari just comes up to 2100. He's your strongest monster in the deck, Laquari, except your fusions. And you need him to get out Heraklinos. Then 2 Equeste. I don't run any monsters at 3 in here, so yeah, I'm not going to keep explaining why. But Equeste is nice because it helps you get War Chariot out of the grave and abuse and reuse, so that's good. Bestiari, because it's at 1, you need it to get Gyzarus. If you're not going to run him, don't build the deck. It's necessary. There's a reason he's at 1, and he needs to be. But he needs to be in the deck. 1 Hoplomus. It's just good because if you're not drawing anything, you can set them and have them attack into it and tag him out. So just 1. Some people don't run it. I wasn't planning to, but I just threw him in because my monster count was like 15 without him, and that was just ridiculously low. 1 Secutor. Secutor's effect is really good, but it's hard to get off, or it used to be hard to get off, rather. But with Waboku and Safe Zone, it's not as hard, so he's a viable option and should be thrown into the deck. I'll explain Waboku and Safe Zone when I get to him. 1 Murmillo. Only got 1, because, I don't know, 2 just doesn't seem to make any sense. You don't want to draw him at all. You only want to get him with the tag, so there's no reason to run him at 2. But he's really useful. 1 Retiari. He's just nice to have in there. Again, at 1, just like Murmillo, you don't want to draw him. But he's good for controlling their graveyard if they're playing like Chaos Plants or Twilight or something like that. And you want to keep their Plague Spreader or their Glow Up Bulb or whatever out of the grave. He's good for that. 2 Test Tiger. I don't like it at 3. I don't really know why I don't like it at 3. I just don't. But he's really useful. Really nice to have. Then I've got 2 Prisma. This isn't the Hero Lives version, but Prisma's just good in the deck anyway. Oh, by the way, he's DT. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, all this stuff's for sale or trade. The whole deck is, if you want it. All my decks are that I have up on YouTube. But yeah, 2 Prisma. He's really helpful. If you have a GB on the field, anyone, it doesn't matter. Just summon him, use his effect to put Bestie in the grave. Then you can go Gyzarus attack and Gyzarus tag out and get out Laquari and Darius and have Darius get Bestiari out of the grave. and that's free Heraklinos. So you get to blow up their field, do a little damage, and then Herak. That's always useful. One Grand Mole, because Grand Mole's awesome. This one's Hobby League. Pretty. Because Grand Mole's just good and he doesn't hurt the deck at all, so throw him in. Gorz. 2 Proving Ground. I don't like it at 3 because it never failed that I'd have it with only monsters in my hand, so I just took it down to 2. 1 Respite, because it never fails, I'd only have this with spells and traps in hand, so I just took it down to 1, but it's still really useful at 1. I mean, you might not even want to run it at all, it's, you know, your choice. But I like it at 1. 2 MST, 3's Clogging. You know, you side the 3rd, but that's basic. Reborn, staple. Oh, if you didn't know, Japan's ban list came out already, and Reborn survived. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, stapley stuff. I run War Chariot at 3, just because I never got it, and it's never, like, wasted. It's never a bad thing to have this set, so 3 doesn't clog. So, and you can, if you've got it in hand and you don't want it in hand, you can have Respite and put it back, and then you get draw out of it, which is nice. 2 Waboku. Waboku's new printing says you take no battle damage and your monsters can't be destroyed, which means if they're going to attack your Secutor, you can just hit Waboku and get Secutor's effect off, which is really nice. Or if you've got Murmillo on the field and they attack him, you can Waboku and tag out afterward. Anything like that. So Waboku's good. I don't run it at 3 because I got safe zones. Safe zone. Oops. Safe zone's an equip. An equip trap. The monster has to be in face-up attack position, which is kind of annoying, but what it does is useful, really useful and worth it. It can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect, so it protects Secutor from pretty much everything short of Trish, so that's really nice. Oh, these are the 2 cards I was talking about that keep Secutor alive and make him a viable option now, instead of just something you throw in just in case. He's actually useful now. 2 Bottomless. I like Bottomless. Bottomless is my friend. 2 Compulse. I prefer them to Deep Prison because they're chainable. 1 Warning. I don't like 2. 1 Judgment. It's at 1. Mirror Force and Torrential. Japan's ban list. I mentioned it came out. It's on Shriek if you want to look it up. Torrential went to 2. I think Starlight Road's going to be played more, or if not, I'm going to play it more. I don't know about the rest of you. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm looking for Mistworms, so talk to me about that. Then I've got Flareon, Espeon, and Umbreon tokens. I want a full set of evolutions, by the way, if you've got those. So yeah, moving on to the extra deck. Mistworm's not in this extra deck, I'm just looking for them. Essedari. I only run it at 1 because it's not that helpful, not really that useful. Gyzarus at 2. You don't really even need 2. There's very rare times where you'll have both on the field, because again, they tag in instead of going to the grave or anything, so yeah, there's 2 in there just in case, like Bottomless 1 or something. And Herak at 1, you're not really going to get it out more than once, and you don't really need to. Once you get it out the first time, it's kinda game. So yeah, no real reason to need more than in 1. I'll just set those there for you guys to look at while I talk. I don't have a side deck thrown together, but it's nothing special. The only thing that's different from like a normal side deck, you know, you're normally gonna side Puppet Plant and DD Crows and Veilers and things of that nature. The only thing different is maybe Dimensional Fissure, because it's really good against Chaos and Plants and Twilight and things like that, because it keeps their graveyard empty, and these guys don't really take any hit from it because they go back to the deck instead of the graveyard when they fuse or attack or anything like that. So at most you'll probably have 2 or 3 in the grave ever, so it doesn't hurt to have Dimensional Fissure sided. Yeah, that's what I have to say today. And there's my GB profile. All my decks are for sale or trade. I'll also just trade things from it. You don't have to buy the whole thing. This has been Logan with TeamFrogman. Comment, like, subscribe us. Yeah, we'll have more videos up soon. I'll see you guys.